Welcome back, returning and new subscribers. I am Goddess High Priestess Empress Alala Pantera. Welcome all. It's charged up enough. That's good. We're gonna get right into our part 2 of this message. Give you all a few. Part 2, North Node in Pisces, South Node in Virgo. Let's adjust our chat. Perfect. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. All right. All praises due to the Most High, Mama Universe. Infinite gratitude to my protectors, warriors, spirit guides, ancestors, higher self. Let's get it in. Ashe. North Node in Pisces, South Node in Virgo, Part 2. What's the message for the collective? Switch decks. We have Leo Aquarius showing up. The energy of going from the Empress to the Goddess. Numbers 333-444. It's literally 444 right now. 222-111. Clear out the foundation of all beliefs and re-energize your soul in accordance to a heart as light or lighter than a feather. You have chosen one, choice one. We're speaking to the chosen one, the one who has chosen to awaken to the calling that they have already been chosen in terms of having a physical vessel in this realm. The moment that the womb has selected you and you became this physical body, from that moment you have been a chosen. But the works of the chosen is the one who answers their calling. Purple shirt, solar plexus could be of significance. High priestess energy. We are approaching the full moon in Cancer. The moon is currently in Cancer already, but it's in a waxing gibbous phase. So getting towards closer to the full moon itself. We have Heaven God Code 972. The Hermit, the Chariot, the High Priestess 972. You're being called to step further into your power, further into your authority, further into your mission. Manifesting generators. You could be someone who is a manifesting generator in human design. Whether you are, follow inner vibrations of joy. Go towards the joy. And remember that you are the wand and the alchemical process in one. Ophiuchus, the serpent bearer, Archangel Kundalil. So you could be diving into getting more information in regards to the 13th sign or the energy of Ophiuchus. This could also have to do with the stabilization of one's hips, which is allowing you to have a smoother process through the Kundalini activation. We have This Is the Way It Is. In regards to allowing your intuitive guidance to assist with structuring your vision of your mind's eye beyond material constructs. So breaking through the boundaries. That's Pisces energy, Neptune. You have Neptune, Saturn, and a North Node all in Pisces. We have spiritual connection showing up here. So Saturn, Neptune, Vertex, Juno. Those placements at this time could be of significance for you. Let's see what's coming through here along with that. We have the checkered flag, conclusion, outcome, finale, verdict, completion, settled, results, signaling the end, achievement, final chapter, feeling relieved. What's this? Feeling relieved after clearing out a foundation of old belief systems that literally keep you restricted. Keep you restricted from stepping into your heart center. 447 on the clock. We have sap. Frankincense could also be of significance here. You have the numbers 9 and 6, 15. Leo, Virgo showing up. So putting an end to certain routines or habits that prevent you from your willpower to create. And now you're being able to see where you may have certain resources that have always been around you that you didn't see before. For some of you, there's also a cleanse here of the blood. The sap also has the word blood on it there. An increase in life force and vitality. Better health, especially in utilizing the essence of the South Node in Virgo, helping you to release anything that you would do in the form of escapism that wouldn't be great for the body. We have flamingos showing up here. Pisces 962. Speaking of that chosen one card with the number 972. We have 962. So one step away. One step away. Let me see. What is this? 962. To spoil, plunder, prey upon, seize. digging up the roots. That's going back to clearing out the foundation. Let's get one more here. Spiritual connection for some of you. Major part of your mission right now is involving another person. Wheel of Karma. A reflection. This is the 8 of Gemini. Karma, Dharma, destiny, inevitable, cause and effect. Divine intervention, cycles. Fortune, rise and fall, circumstance, consequence, divine will, blind justice. 968. And then moving on, life's journey. This could be moving on from a physical connection and stepping into a deeper connection, a spiritual one. Keep going forward. You're on track towards your new endeavors without resisting. So now going with the flow, having an understanding of your life's journey. $2.55, because the clock over here is on 2:55, was 2:55. That's 12, that's Pisces. Jackal, shit. Anubis. And it also has the hyena listed here for 255. Now, the essence of the hyena is being sure that whatever you could be masking as far as pain with laughter, to be very mindful of whether this situation truly still affects you, that you are masking it with laughter, but having yet to still heal. Yeah, something is definitely unchanged. Yeah, you have 9, 8, that's 17. The star card, which is the card of healing as well. Then you have 66. Let's see. Ooh. Betrayal, warning, twisted, cunning, toxic situation or relationship, web of control. The next 18 months, you'll be fully clearing yourself from anything that is of a toxic situation or relationship, especially in this 9 year, before you step into the 1. Something may occur unexpectedly only to assist you in removing yourself, especially if it has to do with you removing yourself from something. Especially because it's low vibrational. We have the bedroom showing up. There is the sacred exchange that could be fulfilling, but it seems as though this sacred exchange is only one-sided. Something is occurring here for someone as they're going through some form of astral travel. What is that? Baggage. Any issues that have been unresolved. So again, going back into that essence of whatever it is that you could be blocking with humor, but in reality is still affecting you, to really get to the depths of what that is. Doesn't mean that you won't be able to laugh about it later on, but it seems as though something is not fully healed, that in this nodal shift, it's going to come up. And allow it to. So that you can fully exhale now. especially when it comes to you being guided to step into a lifestyle where you're just going with the flow. Doesn't mean that you're being lazy or not doing anything at all in certain moments, but more so you're seeing a lot more of your abundance coming in because you're going with the flow, and it's allowing you to have a connection to your ideas and bring them into reality. We have library showing up here. Beneath the surface, knowledge, learning, history, information, research, books, pastime. Looking beneath the surface, author. Some of you can be an author. Okay. Well, there could also be something here that you have written years ago and you have it stored somewhere, and there's information that can help you at this very moment, especially when it comes to baggage and unresolved issues. Let's see what this is. Okay, so this is in relation to your childhood or your inner child. What is this? Two of Cups, Four of Swords, and the Devil at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So this is definitely in regards to a relationship, a toxic relationship that you are healing from. Unresolved issues. So at the beginning stages of a relationship, it seems that someone is on this wheel or this cycle that they notice certain things at the beginning stages of a relationship, but don't address it. And then it gets to a point where emotions are running high, and what should have been said from the beginning is being said with a different type of energy that is connected to a deeply rooted wound that has yet to be healed. And the gateway to healing that wound is that when the energy first shows up, it's as if someone is expecting someone to read their mind instead of communicating. That's the lesson before stepping into a spiritual connection here. So as a child, you may have been restrained from speaking, or you possibly having strict parents where there were certain things you couldn't say. And it wasn't from a point where you're being disrespectful. It was just the parenting that you experienced was more so of a dictatorship. You have the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the Chariot. Speaking of parenting and nurturing, Saturn speaks to the energy of your parents as well, and the moon with Cancer would speak to the nurturing aspect of it. With this here Chariot card, that's also Cancer. So this could have something to do here with the Cancer or Capricorn, or that axis between the 4th house and 10th house, ancestors, roots, and lifetimes with the 10th or Saturn's energy. And there it goes again, the Devil card. So something about one's religion has been preventing them from breaking through boundaries. So the next 18 months could assist you, if you allow it, to release yourself from the final phases of releasing yourself from dogmatic beliefs. Three of Cups, Mercury in Cancer. It seems that there's some type of conversation or reunion that is occurring where someone will be able to handle unresolved issues. Because it seems as though unresolving it, leaving it unresolved, place someone in a position to be afraid of being alone. So constantly in relationships or around people, to not have to feel the depths of their emotions. Four of Cups at the bottom of the deck, apathy, unable to feel, not wanting to feel. But if we're looking at these two together, Seven of Cups, the different stages of transformation, now it seems as though the wheel is turning for one to actually step into that, to release. Release in any form of ways of doing that has to do with escapism that, once again, is not beneficial for the body, whether that's alcohol, another person, whatever it may be. Okay. The Four of Pentacles. Sun in Capricorn. It is the season. The cycle begins now for the digging up of any type of rooted energy that is not connected to where you're going next. King of Cups, Scorpio. For some, this may have something to do with the paternal line. Completing a cycle. Definitely something here regarding a paternal figure as well. Finally closing this out. And if it's requiring you to step away from everything that you were taught to believe was true, but it was just only walking you through the door of confusion. Why is it still here? The knowledge of Lucifer here could be of significance for someone. The wheel again. $100. The wheel and the Fool. There's a lot of liberation coming through from these images. But one has to be able to trust where the journey is taking them. Because again, the wheel is turning. The wheel is always turning, though. Divine intervention. Let's see something. Dark Divine Father of Creation. 15. So definitely becoming clearer as to what the biblical text really states. Then we have the Black Moon, Lilith, and Cancer. Honor your emotions. 154. Dark Divine Father of Creation. There's something here about the Father energy. And Pluto, endings and regeneration. 31. Yeah. 154. Someone could be expecting a delivery. It's a delivery truck outside right now. 505. Goodly pasture. Edrei. 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 Let me see what this speaks to esoterically. Edrei. Strong, mighty, armed, fortified, sown, seated. You reap what you sow. Edrei, metaphysical, a fixed state of consciousness or aggregation of nerve cells established in life and substance, whose dominant idea is strength and might. Education, spiritual, to draw forth from within. Spiritual connection did show up. Breaking through boundaries created in the past in matters of true education, in order for there to be a drawing forth from within in regards to the true essence of education. But this is also speaking to drawing forth from within through meditation and prayer the deep truths of God, or the generator, operator, destroyer as oneself, as the self. Now, the galactic signature of the day is the red resonant moon. The red moon, as a solar seal and galactic signature, is connected to the number 9, which symbolizes the recurrence of great cycles. An example of such recurrence is the periodic return of master teachers to help awaken human beings on earth. 9 is the number of the Quetzalcoatl, or the feathered serpent, Buddha, and Christ. Red moon is a symbol for great teachers who have come to translate universal wisdom to humanity. Speaking of stating the truth about what these biblical texts are actually indeed speaking of, it's more of an esoteric tool or resource rather than exoteric. Right? Take off the veil of forgetfulness, become the beacon of awakened awareness. As you open to self-remembrance, you will freely receive divine guidance. Be with others who support your fullest expression. Because now you're fully immersed on your quest of self-remembrance of God seed. In a natural state of remembrance for some of you is awakening at this time, or going through a further process of that awakening. The higher self energy of the red moon is the red dragon, which represents the root source of life, the nurturance and support of primary being, and within it are found the primal waters of unity. This is where your deepest roots receive true nourishment. From a perspective for the collective, the way that's coming through is that in these moments where you're being asked to release, your tears are extremely powerful. Don't see them as a sign of weakness. Now, some of you are going to have to be extremely honest with yourself moving forward in terms of what is actually no longer serving you, and really taking heed of your reality at the moment, and you choosing to be in the reality that you're in. Okay? The tone of resonant, when we look at galactic signatures, is the 7th tone. It's related to mystical alignment, self-acceptance, technician of the sacred, and direct connection with source. 7 is the ray of mystical power, the foundation of the individual self-freed within the 2 points of polarity. Your soul is calling for your ability to decode the hidden mysteries. Claim your mystical wisdom by acknowledging your personal relationship to source. Catalyze the mystical force of your 7 chakras to propel you to the region of divine illumination. So there's definitely a sense here of reconnecting with your bliss body once you go through the stages, or the 7 chakras being activated within the life force body. We have Neptune and Mars. 33, 30, 32, 32. 33, 33 could also be significant here for some of you. Now, Mars and Neptune. Today is the 12th. Mars is actually in a trine to Neptune as we speak. Now, Mars speaks of drive, energy, and passion, while Neptune speaks of magic, intuition, and illusion. The trine between the two, Mars being in Cancer, Neptune in Pisces, trust that your actions are being supported by your intuition. It'll assist with that energy of Mars in a trine to Neptune. It'll assist with you being able to recognize what is the direction for you. You may experience more patience around this energy as well. You may feel guided to help others. But always be mindful that in assisting others that you're not draining yourself. This Mars in Cancer and the trine to Neptune and Pisces could also assist with solving a problem or conflict in the most subtle and indirect ways. You may even notice that you are more active in showing what you feel. Okay. And then you have a set at the bottom of the deck, followed by Oya, Lord Jesus, 44 and 13. With Sarah Lakali behind those two. Divine lineage, storms, surrender. As you are going through a radical rebirth. Now remember, the storms show up when something is out of balance to create radical, rapid change. Okay? Five of Swords. It speaks of conflict and defeat as it relates to one's core values, emotional stability that leads to material stability, and connection with others, determining what changes have to be made, and recognizing that something may not be for the long term. Sentient, resilient, bold, and sassy. Standing up for what you know. Blue Avians, philosophy, releasing karma, mysticism. 217, Moon in Aquarius energy. 217, flame, light of fire, Uriel energy. So seeing the patterns in situations come through, family. The Lyrans, strength, courage, bravery. And the Andromedans, 411, information. Let's look at this with our spread here. All right, you gotta go. When I sense the energy is off, we gotta go. Six of Cups. The card of past life. The card of soulmates. The card of nostalgia. The message of deep, intense emotions being shared, exchanged. What's the current energy? It's the card of betrayal. However, it's also the card where the universe is seeing more than what you're seeing right now, or your spirit guides and your ancestors are seeing way more than what you are seeing at this time. So when something is being pulled from beneath your feet, it's for a reason. Well, you keep going in this cycle of attempting to glue back together a situation that is to forever be separated. This is when one self-inflicts experiences of betrayal. We just mentioned Moon in Aquarius. This is the Moon in Aquarius card. You're gonna have to trust where you're being guided, even if you don't have all the answers at the moment. Focus on what you're being guided to do in the moment, not what you don't know what to do thereafter. Because the answers for what's to occur thereafter would come once you take the first step forward. Because it's getting a sense of someone not making the move because they don't know what's happening next, when what's next is the move that you make. Not making the move is also a decision. What's the challenge? For any of you in a situation, once again, that you are attempting to glue back together, I want you to take a look at this image here. If there's anything in your current reality that physically has you expressing this type of energy or internally, I want you to really ask yourself the question as to why you continue to allow this level of betrayal. Why do you continue to disregard the truth that your heart is telling you that this is not love? This is a lesson of it where you are experiencing the opposite. It's also letting me know that with the parent card that came up, or the energy of the parent Saturn that was showing up, that you may have seen people while you were growing up in a certain relationship dynamic that wasn't even beneficial for them, but this is all you may know. And you may, with that, allow yourself to be in situations longer than you have to be. These are both Saturn energies. Saturn in Libra. Saturn in the sign of Libra is basically taking you through and asking you, is this the kind of relationship you actually want? Does this truly reflect the significance you have for yourself? Because if not, we can close this out right now. And if choosing to move forward with the situation that you currently are fully aware that something is not moving in the most balanced of ways, so much so that you keep undergoing storm after storm after storm in the same situation, really pulling yourself away from joy and sunny days per se, or sunny moments in life. because of wanting to hold on to something because this is all you know. Remember, that's a choice you are making. There's so much more to know. This is just, for some of you, it's just the beginning. This particular cycle that you may be going through, 7 and 3, that's 10. That's wanting to keep the blindfold on and not really see the situation that you're in. Just to hold on to something because you don't want to be alone. When the joy that you are seeking and putting this shattered glass back together, the joy that you seek in doing that, you'll experience way more out of that situation. What's the basis? The 3 of Pentacles. Literally the card of working together. For some of you, this could be a situation that in these next 18 months, you're really being guided to go to where you and your person are creating your family, and it's not a split dynamic. 733. Where one person is basically living 2 lives per se, and someone may not even know about that. Especially with the 7 of Swords coming out as the current energy. And then you have the Star card at the bottom of the deck, which is Aquarius, and this is an Aquarius card. But the deception is that something is going to be healed when it's time to move away from it. The healing is the moving away from it. Not staying there and wanting to work this out. What's in the immediate past? King of Cups and the Magician. So something is definitely being shaken up right now, because where you're going next is truly connected to the manifestation of your heart. And where you are at currently is more connected to your ego. The World card showing up again. Now I'm seeing in my mind's eye the 7 of Pentacles, Saturn and Taurus. The test of what higher levels of commitment is and is not. I'm also seeing with this immediate past here of the King of Pentacles could be Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Then you have the Magician, Virgo energy again. As far as the power of one thoughts and imagination and bringing it into reality, there's something here about someone's energy being pulled. The way this Magician is coming through here. Let me see. Give me 1 second. I feel as though this is a version of your higher self that is literally pulling you out of this deceptive energy. And it's going to create whirlwinds and storms until you get out of it. You're worth way more. What's crowning this energy here? What is this? Oh. What is crowning the energy here? There goes that reunion card. Can I have one more? What's at the bottom? Balance. Ooh, justice. So, whoever this is for, this is basically, this is coming through very personal. It seems as though this is a personal reading where at the forefront of someone's mind is to bring something back together, 333. But that's 9. Now I'm seeing a 9 of Wands, attempting to do the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result, which keep coming towards a dead end. It's not moving forward. It's becoming more stale as you go. Because you're literally being pulled into aligning with your destiny. One more. For crowning. Attempting to work something out. 8 of Pentacles. Repeating a cycle. If one is not prepared to hear the truth, then come back to this reading when you're ready. Well, all I'm seeing is that you're going to continue to experience storms in this situation. Because it's just a lesson. This is basically reading a chapter over and over and over and over again. You have the King of Wands here with the Kenaz rune, which speaks to an opening, a new opening. Your higher self is moving in a way for you that you are unable to even tap into because you are connecting to a part of yourself that no longer serves you still. However, your subconscious mind is connected to your willpower, the truth of your joy. It's basically to a point where the soul is no longer going to allow you to ignore the direction it is bringing you towards because of the lack of control of one's own flesh. What's happening next? We have rapid communication, Mercury, Sagittarius. What's at the bottom here? Page of Wands and the Queen of Cups. So this could be someone new that is coming in. This could be someone new that is coming in. Page of Wands speaks to a message that bears great news. Message from an ally, a lover. Tell me more about what's happening next with this 8 of Wands. This is something completely new. It's not the past. And I truly feel that it's in connection, as we mentioned before, the higher self bringing you towards your destiny, because the wheel of fortune or the wheel showed up quite a few times already. More than once. Is quite the message where the wheel is turning towards your destiny right now. And anywhere that you are at this moment that is not connected to that, There will be tower moments after tower moments after tower moments to get you out of it. And this is just a tower or storm actually supporting you. Yeah, something is coming in here very quick. Knight of Swords. Eight of Wands is Mercury. This is Gemini, the ruler of. Mercury is the ruler of Gemini. You could be receiving a new opportunity from someone that you've known in a neighborhood that you grew up in. Now I'm sensing a conversation between two people and the person asking, yo, you remember so-and-so? I wonder what they up to. That type of energy. What's the advice? What's the advice? Two of Wands. So you may feel indecisive at this time. However, what's the advice with the Two of Wands? Having to choose between two different directions. Yeah, the Ten of Pentacles. Ooh-wee. Wow. Someone certainly has an opportunity, a business opportunity, but however, this is also speaking of someone choosing to get out of where they're at and go towards the spiritual connection that also comes with material prosperity. Because the Ten of Pentacles is the family, the love, the finances, everything, all is well. So the advice for some of you who are closed in a situation to look ahead, move forward. Because what you may not see right now as to why you're being guided to move forward, you may want to move forward with the person or situations that you have around you now, but they can't go with you. The Hangman. The release. While in an uncomfortable situation. So releasing while you're in an uncomfortable situation. Practicing and aligning with the energy of separating yourself from anything that is not in alignment to your destiny while you're in the midst of the chaos. Because for some of you, if you really want to know the way something would feel moving forward, even if you haven't been with someone for some time, and you may be wondering when is, these level of connections that align with the version that you are at now, there's this energy of making sure that you're clear from the past version of yourself before the new comes in. You can already sense that something amazing is approaching you, but it also comes with a moment of, let's say, grieving the past to an extent. Because you may have at one point visualized that in this experience of this new version or evolved version of yourself, that you would be able to share with so on and so forth. But, you have to move on. What's in the environment? from the environment. Queen of Cups. So this full moon completion in the sign of Cancer is very significant here because this is Cancer energy. Now, it's at the bottom here, the Devil card. Working overtime. Yo, working overtime. Showed up about 3 times. That's 15, that's 45, that's 9. Okay. Surrendering any level of restrictions, any level of doubt, through the power of going to the depths of what you feel. Tell me more about this energy of the Queen of Cups. Yes, full moon release indeed. Yes, indeed. Wow. Clear communication, the truth. That could be that 3 of Cups from before, the energy that was showing up with it before, in terms of a reunion is helping someone to handle unresolved issues due to clear and concise communication as to the way one was raised or nurtured, why, or someone could be receiving information within their dream state from a particular ancestor, really taking them through a journey as to this is why a person is a certain way. Wasn't even so much anything towards you, it's just what they knew at that moment. Granted, everyone has a choice to evolve. Just utilize that information, that clarity for yourself, where you are choosing to make things better and different with the assistance of your ancestors, but not repeating their cycles. You know, Judgment. Wow. Repeat that. You know, after the Judgment card, you have the completion of a cycle that comes with vulnerability. Speaking of the truth, set someone's free, but without one being pissed off before it does set them free. Just having the maturity and the wisdom to see through it all and ready to let it go. In order to align with the gift of an experience of living within this realm with the mission that one has. What else? Taking a leap of faith. Who is this? Oh gosh. The Tower. Let's see what these 2 cards are. Ooh. Wow. speaking of reading a chapter and over again, no longer being able to read that chapter over because the alignment has to happen for your healing. And it is, it's going to. So, with the advice coming up with this energy, it's basically saying trust that where you're being guided, it's going to be much better than where you're at right now. Much better than where you're at right now. Because the tower is being represented by a newly formed habit, 21, with the Page of Pentacles, 3 cycles of 7. That brings forth healing and something you can build with for the long term. But it also has to do with you aligning with someone that matches your purpose. And this is also why there is going to be this solid foundation when it comes to one's stability, physically, spiritually, mentally, emotionally. This is a great tower. For the tower to come through with this, that's given, oh, I'm telling you that the tower is basically supporting you. Even if one may not see it as such at the very beginning of it, but you know, something can occur for some of you, let's say in matters of work, where it puts you in a position to start your own business, which is going to be major for you, especially with what's showing up here next, of you receiving the resources and the materials to take the lid off of this new potential. What's in this hopes and fears position? Self-sabotaging thoughts, healing from that. Okay, love to see that. Ooh, yes. What's in this hopes and fears position? The test that you've been going through in terms of higher levels of commitment, but also having to do with the application of occult wisdom, being able to materialize spiritual information. King of Cups, Scorpio. Oh, for some of you, my beautiful divine feminines, this previous fear you used to have in allowing yourself to be vulnerable and open with someone you felt the frequency of love with, only to be disappointed. It's important for you just to see it as you already may be at this moment, but really just have a moment where you can express gratitude for that lesson, to see what it ain't, so you can truly, connect to what is, when it comes to a deep, intense emotion that you can trust. But you first have to trust yourself, because sometimes people can be deeply wounded by the repetition of a cycle and not realizing whether one has fully healed from that, you know? And you'll know when you have evolved from that pain, when you can look back at these situations and from your heart space say thank you. You know what I mean? Because especially if you're in a point right now where you're opening yourself up to a beautiful divine union, because it's very easy to be focused on your mission and not recognize that one of the main things you came into this realm for is love. Shit, if it ain't the only thing. You know what I mean? So, hey, what's the outcome? What's the outcome? Yeah, trust in divine timing. Oh, okay. What's the outcome? Two of Cups. Man. It's these three. Oh. Ooh. Wow. Someone who knows how to handle and treat you. There is reciprocity amongst the two in terms of feeling emotionally fulfilled. A wish that comes true per se. After releasing the past, having the knowledge and the wisdom to move forward, ready and willing and open to receive. Choose. Saturn and Taurus, Seven of Pentacles. The lessons of testing the way you see yourself, your worth, and all of it paying off. Especially once you release whatever it is that's not seeing the beauty of all that you are. Clarify this Three of Swords as the challenge. Clarify the Three of Swords. Having the strength, courage to take on this lesson. Oh, fuck. With the Eight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, that's literally this, ooh, okay. Hold up. It's literally this same energy. You got eights and the Ace of Pentacles showing up together. As I mentioned before, it has to do with your higher self bringing you into this new beginning. That reflects you knowing your worth. What's the connection here? Show me. Between what's next and this challenge of your strength being tested. Hold on, strength in what? Okay. Strength for or in, what's the strength? Just show me what strength is. The Ten of Wands and the Knight of Coins. Ooh. Where has this shown up? Right here. Okay. It shows up here. This was a long ass journey. 10 years, 10 to 18 years could be of significance. because you have the 10 of Wands with the Knight of Coins, and you have the 8 of Wands, and what's happening next with the 2 of Wands, that 8 and the 2 is the 10, with this 10 of Pentacles, speaking of the journey you've been on paying off. But you have to do, what does the collective have to do here? Oh, 5 of Cups. Release the sorrow, pains, and regrets, especially of things that you don't even see the joy and interest in loving anymore. You have the Empress here. Ooh. That's the 3. From this moment forward, moving as an Empress, not as a Queen. You knowing your worth is the embodiment of the Empress due to the understanding of the 4 elements or the 4 queens. Okay? Knowing that whatever you touch turns to gold. A true alchemist. You learned a lot about your ability and the responsibility it comes with, and your ability to respond. That's one of the main things, is that what you've learned from here, to be more responsive rather than reactive. And it's a major test of that coming up with the full moon as well. Because it's going to be in conjunct to Mars, that is retrograde in the sign of Cancer. So it will be a more emotional, reactive type of full moon. So it's the energy of being easily triggered, with old matters of the past being brought up and unfinished business to be revisited. While also having the support of the Uranus sextile and Neptune trine, so you will have the wisdom and compassion to handle anything and turn any situation into a positive one. Yes, indeed. What is turning this 5 of Cups for the collective into a positive one? What's the energy of the 5 of Cups turn into? Oh, oh wow. Yeah. The completion of a cycle that comes with reward. Free from anxiety. Freed from anxiety. Show me. One more. Oh, you got 3 more. You have the 4 of Coins. Oh, fuck. You got the 4 of Coins. The Hierophant, which is in your hopes and fears position. Hoping that something is going to be of a higher level of commitment. It's the fear of it not actually being. So if someone says, I hope I love you, and I know I love you, you know the difference. You got the High Priestess with the Hierophant and the 4 of Coins. This is definitely someone stepping up into a spiritual connection. You could be a high priest, high priestess, and aligning with someone of that matching vibration as well. Did the 4 of Pentacles show up? It did, but let me look at 254. This is something else. 254, fire pot, brazier. Since it was the 9-month, November could be of significance. The king was sitting in his winter quarters with the fire burning in front of him. Jeremiah 36:22, which is all about, let me see here, the scroll that's being read in the temple. There goes the scroll with the high priestess. Now, this also speaks to you connecting to your remembrance within your temple. Literally, your temple's on the side of your head. And connecting to the God seed, your remembrance of the God seed that's in between your temples. Due to this situation, that's turning the situation into a positive one. Allowing it to basically, for some of you, it fast forwards you into your higher consciousness or living a divine life as the divine, an extension of the divine. 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Whatever has been held in a treasure chest just for you is now on its way. Clarify the 7 of Swords, the current energy, the Knight of Swords, 9 of Cups. That's going back to the storm has been brewed to step you into your wish fulfillment quickly at that, because this is in your outcome. Perfectly designed opposition to wake you up. Because this is the tree pose here. As far as what's in your environment, this is something that can grow, that is solid. You're receiving what you asked for from the vortex of your heart. Okay. Immediate past, show me that energy. Not the King of Pentacles showing up again with the Ace of Cups. For some of you, a Taurus could be highly significant. Or changing your finances also comes with a change in partnerships. What? So, again, with the essence of the higher self, pulling you towards unconditional love. Pulling you towards authenticity. And then you have the Queen of Coins, pre-Empress energy. February 5th, 2021 could also be significant. The 5th of February, 2021. As far as the recent past, that is significant to the changes you're having now. Something is significantly God sent to you at this moment. That's the way it seems. To me about the 3 of Pentacles. The 2 of Wands. Yeah, the way the cards be matching up is wild to me. Oh, shit. We're clarifying the foundation of your message of wanting to put something together. And if it's unable to be put together and a tower moment occurs, the tower moment is also in connection to what's in your environment as far as clear communication, because you have the Ace of Swords and what's in your environment. And you have this in your advice. Now, With the foundation being clarified with what's in your advice, the Two of Wands, with the Ten of Pentacles, you're going to be sure about which direction to take. So breathe with that you're not going to be confused about which direction to take. You're going to be able to feel the energy of you being able to exhale and be all that you are emotionally where you're going next. As far as what's in your environment, someone sees who you truly and clearly are. You could be God sent or a gift to someone here in your environment that is very clear about you, whether this is a person or an opportunity. Clarify. Look at this one over here again, working overtime. Yo, hold up. It could be a Capricorn as well. Someone very mature. Very mature. Someone older, or you could be older than this person. Clarify what's in the environment. 606, 607 now. Not the Three of Swords, clarifying. They're the gift of the lesson you've gone through, because this is your challenge. Some of you could be reconnecting with someone that's going to help you put the pieces together. They may mention something to you about something you used to do that you possibly placed under the rug, so far into the rug that you didn't even remember this part of yourself until someone brought it up to you that has known you for some time, especially while you were going through some type of battle in a significant relationship or partnership, and not remembering that part of yourself is due to the situation you were going through. It was so heavy that it literally blocked you from a part of yourself. Six of Wands, that's victory and success. Let's see. The Moon, fully cleansing from it with this full moon in Cancer. Some of you, I'm also picking up, you may have Pluto in the 4th house. So when it comes to regeneration, it's something that is very deep for you in matters of family and ancestral work that you've been doing. Yeah, Ten of Swords. This is going back to the current energy and the challenge of it that we mentioned before, the 7 and the 3, that's 10. So completing the cycle. The wheel, 10, also turning in your favor. The wheel turning, hold on. $318, that's 10 of Cups right there too. Something that's been hidden from you, that is for you, is coming through now, is the way I'm getting this. The King of Swords, which is in your outcome. That is your justice. An Aquarius or someone, Aquarius does have to do with the future. So someone that this has already been written for you and them to come into alignment. After mastering the lessons that led to anxiety, because also anxiety is the focus of what's happening in the future, but the future for you is already set. So there's no need to so much worry about it, or to have a fear of missing out, which is also why someone may stay in a situation longer than they have to, that is just for a season. I'm hearing somebody with the ideology of not warming up the seat to not be the one that sits there with this person when that person is not in the full capacity or designed to be sitting with you in the energy of you evolving. They're part of the process of you evolving, but the evolved result of you, no. Okay. And that's okay, right? What's the clarified outcome? The Knight of Wands. You could meet someone here traveling, or you travel, or do some form of study. Page of Coins. Yo, it's just the way it's just clear as day. So this is definitely someone of a higher caliber, higher nature, a God frequency, whether if it's an Aquarius, a Capricorn, Sagittarius, or Pisces. Speaking of on their way. Yo. Who is that? Who is that? Thursday could be significant. The Empress. Why this is now coming through as, let's say, a loved one on the other side, literally bringing someone towards you. Because look at this in the immediate past. Look at the Magician here. A lot of serpent energy. So the year of the serpent, some of you could also be born the year of the serpent. And then you have the Three of Cups behind the Magician. With the Devil card under it. This shit is hilarious with the Two of Cups. Pisces, Hangman. Someone could have Saturn in the 5th house. Ooh, you went through it when it came to relationships, huh? The Empress. This could be a Taurus or a Libra as well. Or again, a significant partnership that it could have to do with foreign affairs. Being prepared for something here that is going to blossom fully come July. Every step you take is connected to your vision, your mind's eye, or the guidance of your soul. Because I'm looking at the purple and the yellow and this ring. Some of you may even wear a ring around your big toe. Show me more who this is. The Queen of Coins. Someone is going to the to becoming a goddess or an empress energy. The Tower. Okay. This is, okay, that's basically what this is talking about. 616. You out here to build empires by having and being aware of the dominion that you have. Fully embodied. Mystical power. Fully embodied mystical power. That rabbit hole with the Tower at the bottom of the deck. And the Eight of Cups, Saturn and Pisces. Walking away, being pulled out of situations that no longer serve you. Hermit, Virgo. And then Seven of Coins, Saturn and Taurus, especially if it doesn't match the lessons you have learned. Okay. Which is back here again. Seven of Pentacles with the Ten of Swords, moving quickly and expeditiously out of this betrayal. Tell me more about the Knight of Wands. Tools, practical abilities, resources. It could be a Capricorn. Be ready to be placed in a position of authority to handle a task at hand. You're well prepared, receiving help from someone to get shit done. Something is definitely coming together here, especially with the King of Swords. That's the mental strategist. You may not be sure if this is coming your way, especially if you're looking for clarity about what to do next in some sort of business situation here. Just be prepared to take action, because what you're asking for is on its way. The Knight of Wands being clarified by resources, ability, has what it takes, and as you can see in the Knight of Wands, is something that is on the way. Now, some of you, this may require you to relocate. Something that hasn't been changing is now going to change. You have unchanged that came out reversed, because there's a completion of something here. This is number 6 upright. 9. So this 9 year, some of you could be relocating. Due to an aggravated situation that stimulates this move or stimulates this change of residence. And then look at that, the white rabbit. Speaking of the rabbit hole. Spiritual awakening. Gnosis. It's time. Heeding the call. Waking from the dream. Inner knowing. 7-7. 1010. House of Ball. Okay. It's done. Elijah prophecy. Revealing the higher principle of man's being and erasing the thoughts of error. Fiery words of truth. Fiery words of truth sets up its activity, revealing the higher principle of man's being and erasing the thoughts of error. Jezebel met with the violent death, passion, and appetite burned themselves out. No escape from justice. Especially when it comes to anyone who feels secure in any ill-gotten gains and they have to give up everything. Especially the one who takes advantage of another's necessity to enrich themselves must in due season restore fourfold. The reestablishment of the knowing of the inner world or the spirit world as real. Especially with this number here of 1010 showing up for this card. The House of Baal, B-A-A-L, refers to a belief in the outer form world as real, hence an outer God with personal form. And when an individual knows the truth, one ceases to pray to a faraway personal God. Instead, one acknowledges the spiritual reality that lies back of all manifestation. This is going to be a very interesting next 18 months is all I'm going to say. That 10, yeah. Let's grab a final word here, collective. This is... Final word. This is part 2 of the 9 we will do. Let's see. Not him again. Adam, Black Moon, Lilith, and Pisces. $15 and $12. I'm gonna pick something else from here because something about this is a little it says honor your boundaries, but there's also a breaking through of the boundaries that one has set that are more so walls. Okay. Cibation, purify, cleanse, and release. Speaking of, yeah, okay. Let's get one more. We got two. Yo, Adam shows up again, but Adama. You have Mercury, communication and truth, and Adama, Mother Earth, communicating the truth. Adama. Abundance is on its way. Yes. And it's time for you to receive the world. When Adama shows up in an oracle reading, it's a sign from your guidance system and the universe that your wishes are well on their way. Tell them about it. It will all happen in divine timing, so patience is required. The lesson in this card is to tap into the magic that exists in nature all around you. Living in a modern society has disconnected us from our human birthright as earthly witches and wizards. Take time to commune with the stars, walk through the forest, or place your toes in the sand at the beach. Set your intentions or practice a magical ritual outside. Have trust and faith that your manifestations are in process. The earth wants to give you what's best for you. Adam and Lilith were created from the dust of Mother Earth, Adama. Adama is the Hebrew word for soil or the ground. In alchemy, earth represents reality and structure and is one of the mystical elements required to create matter in the physical realm. Water, air, and fire all stem from earth as an energetic foundation. Things you can touch, see, or smell with your senses are all of the earth. Earth is a metaphor for the people, places, and things that align with this energetic signature. The earth zodiac signs in astrology are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Speaking of, on its way, and you got this earth, Queen of Pentacles, showing up. With the Empress right behind her. I tell you, baby. Each of these signs invokes the different ways that earth energy moves and manifests in the world. Taurus invokes the abundance, wealth, beauty, and fertility that we require to thrive and feel safe in this reality. Virgo is the practicality and perfectionism of earth that gets things done and the hard work required to make dreams a reality. Wasn't that one of the things you got here? Get shit done. So you may want to look to see what's going on in your 6th house at this time, okay? Virgo energy, in terms of the practicality and perfectionism of earth that gets things done and the hard work required to make dreams a reality. Capricorn is associated with structure, leadership, and discipline, which are needed or required to create stability, which is also why the Devil card kept on showing up as a major arcana for Capricorn, where you would have this level of authority that you have to be very mindful because of the level of control you will have, okay? And just do you. Just be the greatest version of you, all right? The natural world overall, the natural world holds powerful magic. Ground yourself in her magnetic power and splendor. And with that, my loves, that is your message. I'll see y'all on the next live for part 3, 11103. So yeah, I'll see y'all next time.